Hello everyone and welcome to a video where I am hoping I have enough light peeking through the overcastness outside. Let's keep our fingers crossed because we got a lot to get through. I have got a bunch of stuff here that I recently got from Sephora from a new Korean beauty brand that they have on there called Kaja. I'm probably still pronouncing it wrong, but here it is, Kaja. Yeah? Am I even close? They have got mainly not like they've got a smattering of products. How about that? Blush, highlight, eyeshadow, brow product, concealer, that sort of a thing. As far as I can see, they do not have a foundation yet, but I went ahead and got the stuff that I was interested in anyways. I've got this cheeky stamp because it's in a heart shape and I thought that was freaking adorable. I got a lip stain because it's me, hello. I got two concealers, the under eye concealer and then also the normal concealer. I got the brow product, the Mochi Glow highlight, and then also the Beauty Bento, one of the eyeshadow things. And also one of the color change lip balms because I'm a sucker for these things. I will say a lot of this stuff is, you know, kind of in the more affordable range on Sephora's website. Of course, you can always use Ebates and that sort of a thing to get a nicer price on these things. Ooh, such pretty packaging. Most of this stuff is between the upper teens and then the mid-ish 20s. So I will zoom you in a bit here. I only have on, well, I washed and moisturized my face and then I have on primer already. Here is the packaging for the Catnap Concealer. This is for under eyes. It's like this nice frosted, it's not glass, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's just like an acrylic. And then it's got this really nice minty blue cap to it. It is $19 and they've just got one shade. It's just a peach toned shade that is supposed to make us look like we got a full night's sleep, which I did not get last night. So let's see if we can cover these bad boys up, shall we? It says that it is buildable. Okay, we've got like a slanted doe foot applicator. It really doesn't have much of a scent. I mean, if I'm really huffing it, it smells like a concealer, but most days there's no huffing involved. I shouldn't even say that. I don't huff my concealer, ever, except on YouTube. But I do that for you guys. So, I dotted it on. Now, let's see how this does. Okay, that is quite sheer looking, if you ask me. I feel like that hardly did anything. Maybe a little bit of brightening, but not an insanely noticeable amount. At least I don't think. It did blend out easily enough. I guess, let's see. It said it's buildable, so let's put some more dots on, shall we? I mean, it made a difference. I wouldn't say it made a huge difference, but let's move on to the actual concealer here. This is the Don't Settle Flexible and Seamless Concealer. I got the shade number 4, Waffles. They've all got like cutesy food names. So I'm gonna kind of pop off screen a little bit here, but they do have 12 shades available, which for a Korean beauty product line, that is quite extensive. And it does look like there's fairish shade, there's a deepish shade, anywhere from sweet rice to coffee bean. This is also $19, just like the under eye concealer, and I'm gonna assume, yep, it looks exactly the same. It says that it has a medium buildable coverage to it. It's good for normal, dry combo, and oily skin, so everyone should be good to use this. And even though it said that it has a medium coverage, it also says that it has a light to medium buildable coverage. So I don't have high hopes that this is gonna be super high coverage, but it says it's gonna give a natural finish without caking or creasing. So that all sounds lovely, and it said you can use it on top of their other concealer, so I'm gonna do that a little bit. Okay, it looks like Waffles was a good choice for me. I don't know why I'm so like, I mean, I know why, because waffles are delicious. So the thought of rubbing them all over my face, I mean, actual waffles? Maybe not. Well, you know, maybe it would be kind of comfy. What was that one? There was someone on YouTube or on the internet in general that used to just like roll her face on loaves of bread and stuff. Anyways, So it looks like this is blending out really nicely, and I personally I would say this is a lightweight concealer, but I wouldn't say it's light coverage. I would definitely say it starts off as a medium coverage. Like, it looks like it's concealing really, really well. Let's see, this will be the true test on these scab monsters. I mean, do you see that? That's pretty darn nice. Pretty darn nice. Boom! That's super natural and nice looking. I like it so far. Yay, waffles, never letting me down. Okay, so I'm gonna go and put on some foundation, and then I'll be back in just a second. So here's a snap transition for you guys. Ready? Ding dang dude! I mean, not only I love the foundation that I'm using right now, but I think the concealer looks fantastic, even underneath my foundation. I know a lot of people get on me, you know, like, Cassie, you're not supposed to use concealer before foundation. You know what? With makeup, there are no rules. I can do, and you can do, whatever you want. So what works for me typically is doing concealer first, plus that way I can show you guys how the coverage looked before foundation and everything. So I went ahead, did foundation, powder, and my contour, and now we're gonna go into the Mochi Glow Bouncy Blendable Highlighter. I got the shade Toy Alien. This is also at $19, and there are 4 shades available. I'm really hoping this just makes me think of the NYX Mochi line, which I did not like or care for, so I'm hoping this is not the same kind of Mochi, but it's a cream to powder highlighter that's supposed to just be effortless. Oh wow, it's got a little mirror in there. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, it is pretty clunky packaging, but I think it's really cute packaging. It's simple and smooth anyways, so it just says, you know, you rub your finger in here, and then, I mean, it doesn't really feel like a cream to me. It feels like a powder straight up, but color on this looks really pretty, so I'm just gonna put this. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, it's a very natural highlight, which I personally like. Let's see, I'll zoom you guys in more. I'm not sure how well, if at all, this is gonna pick up on camera, but yeah, like I said, it doesn't really feel very creamy. It really does just feel like a very dense powder, which, I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's totally fine for how I like my products, but it is a super natural glow. Like I said, I don't know that the camera is gonna be able to pick that up, but it's just a really nice sheen. Like I said, that is how, oh, there, that was a good streak. How about that? Could you see that? It is how I personally like my highlighters to look. It looks like there might be a little bit of like micro shimmer in there, but I mean, it's not like glitter or anything, so if you're not into that, you don't have to be worried. It's very reminiscent of the Too Faced Love Light highlighter that I really love, but this one is much more subtle, I would say. Super pretty. Like I said, I really hope you guys are going to be able to see that even a little bit. Very nice. Now, the moment I've been waiting for, this cheek stamp, the cheeky stamp, blendable blush. I got the shade number 3, Bossy, which is supposed to be a soft coral. This is $24. And again, it's super clunky packaging here. I'm honestly not sure what are the 3 compartments. Oh, I think this part, oh! Okay, this is a Bouncy. This is, it's a very stiff sponge, and this seems clunkier than it needs to be, but you can see it just will fit right in there. And is it, yeah, so it's a screw-on lid. Oh, it's got a nice click to it. And then I think in the bottom here, yes, remove before using. And there it is. Oh, took off some of the plastic too. That's a good sticker. Just gonna put that back in there. So that looks super moist in there. Now let's see. I guess I'll go ahead and take out my springy stamp. It says to just push this in once for a natural looking glow. So I'm gonna do that. Push. And then it says you can do 2 if you want a super pop on your cheek. I feel like that's way too much, but what do I know? I haven't tried it yet. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. Boop. Okay, let's blend this out. Yeah, I can't even imagine using 2 on my cheeks. Okay, so it looks like that's got kind of a, that's a lot of blush for me anyways. So I don't feel like I need a full stamp for what I personally like. But, you know, I feel like some people, and I feel like especially Korean makeup, I feel like a lot of times they do a heavier blush. So I'm just gonna try using the residual on this cheek. Maybe that's not gonna be quite enough, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It looks like it blends out mostly well. It looks like it, you know, it stays concentrated in the area where you first stamped it on. And I would say it's kind of like a cream to powder. This is much more reminiscent to me of a cream to powder type of a formula. And I'm probably gonna regret this. I'm just like very lightly pushing that in. I just want my cheeks to look even. So I'm just gonna boop, just a little more, yeah? The color is really pretty. I think it's more of a summery blush color. I mean, you can wear whatever color blush you want any time of the year, but to me it's reminiscent of a more summertime look. So, okay, I'm not like in love with that, but the gimmick got me. What can I say? And that is, it's nice that it has such a nice snap to it. Now for some brows, we have got the Brow Blowout. I got the shade number 2, Soft Brown. This is a fiber gel, and it is $16 for this. And this is more, it feels more like a kind of metal packaging. Maybe it's just like a really heavy acrylic. I don't really know my materials. Get you up a little bit so we can see the brows. It's just a pretty standard looking brow type of a product. Reminds me of a evergreen Christmas tree or something shape. And I'm not gonna do any sort of brow filling in today because I want to see how this does on its own. I mean, it looks like it's doing a good job. It says that it's gonna give a full feathery look to the brows. Oops, that was my bad. And it's not gonna flake or smudge throughout the day, so that's awesome. Ooh, and it's got vitamin E and fruit extract in here to nourish our brow hairs. That's so nice. Brows, are you feeling pampered? But I suppose before I do that, I think you can definitely see a difference from one brow to the other. So let's go ahead and do this one. This is my balder brow. It's okay, you know, brows are meant to be not twins, right? So I do have more bald patches in this brow, but that's okay. I love you anyways. Left brow, mine. Voila! Looks like it did just fine on the brows. I think this one is certainly still wet. This one, I don't want to mess with it yet. So let's move on to the Beauty Bento Bouncy Shimmer Eyeshadow Trio, shall we? I got the shade, I'm sure you guys are not shocked. Number 3, Toasted Caramel. I don't usually say caramel. I'm a caramel girl, but I just feel like I should pronounce it the fancy way for whatever reason. This is $21 and there are 4 shades available, or 4, I guess technically 16 shades. No, Cassie, do your math. There are 12 shades available in the 4 different compacts. Wow, Cassie, 4 times 3. Get it together. This is a trio of cream to powder bouncy shadows, shimmering shadows. It looks like you're getting 4 colors in here, but you're only getting 3. Wow, I've got to read this off. Each shadow features a different prismatic shade with glitter arrangement technology for uniform shimmer in every swipe. Where do they come up with this stuff? Open that up. Ooh, look at that shade. Very pretty. It's a very yellowy white gold. It's much more yellow here in real life. And then, oh, can you not? I thought you could, oh, I thought you could have them all open at once. Okay, well, this next one is a nice bronzy brown color. And then on the bottom, maybe? Yeah, there it is. I don't know why that's so, it's something different. And then the bottom shade here is like a nice red dash Y brown. Not ready like I'm ready to go kind of a brown. Very pretty. As always, I'm gonna go ahead and prime one of my eyelids, just in case this is some kind of magical formula where it doesn't need primer. We'll be able to test that on one lid. But since my eyes do definitely crease normally, or shadows on my eyes crease normally, I want to give this a semi-fair chance and at least put down a primer on one of my lids. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the middle shade here Again, this does not feel like a cream, but you know, whatever. And I am just gonna put this, oh my lordy. Although I am getting a bit of shimmer onto my cheeks already. It's not very reassuring, but I'm just gonna tap this on the majority of my lid, but you know, concentrating it on this inner portion. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Oh, you want to see better? Look at that. Oh, so pretty. It's definitely got like a depth to it, I guess, because it looks like, you know, the shimmer is a different shade than the actual base color of it, I guess. You know, like it's a coppery base, but then it's got like this yellow shimmer to it. Oh, that's so like hypnotic and mesmerizing. Super, super pretty. Just gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this eye. Definitely getting the fallout. That's so sad. Because oh, that's so freaking pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna close that little compact and then I'm gonna go into the bottom color here. Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm just gonna put this on the outer like third of my lid and then kind of blend it towards the center. Oh my god. Oh, this is reminding me of my college and high school days. These are like the exact colors before I knew about, you know, like adding depth to the eye with matte shadows and the crease and all that. This is just, I would just do it so simple like this. But oh, so pretty. Yes! Oh, I love it. Then to finish it off here, gonna go in with this top one on my pinky. Ooh, this one is a bit chunkier. And I'm gonna pop this in my inner corners. Oh my god, that is intense. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I was thinking about putting it under my brow, but I think that's just gonna be too much for me. So I'm just gonna kind of smudge this out on the finger that didn't have any shadow on it. Love that. Now to finish things off, I mean, I'll put on mascara off camera here, but I'm gonna go in with this Cushy Vibe Full Pigment Moisturizing Lip Stain. This is $18 and there are 6 shades available. I got the shade number 4, Cashmere. It says that it is a highly pigmented lip stain that gives or leaves a cushiony finish to it, and it features water capture technology to keep water or moisture in our lips for a matte color that actually feels comfortable throughout the day. So we shall see. Now the packaging on this is reminiscent of the brow product, and I'm assuming they're all, you know, different colored tubes to match the color inside. What does that smell like? It smells like another kind of a cream lip stain type thing. I just put you down a little bit. It's like an almost fruity smell, but like a lip stain fruity smell, if that makes sense. So I have nothing on my lips. I'm just gonna go ahead. Ooh. Yeah, it's got that. I don't care for the texture of this. Okay, so there we go. I think I was able to get it to look nice. This does have an interesting shape to it on the applicator. It reminds me of the kind of a eraser head that you would stick on top of pencils, like in grade school and stuff. But I personally don't care for the texture of this. It's one of those kind of watery jelly kind of a feeling. This one does have a more cushiony feel to it, I will give it that much. And I do think that that helped because it does go on, you know, watery like that, so it can look kind of streaky. But this one I think I was able to build up and make it look not as streaky or patchy or anything. The smell, I finally remembered, it reminds me of the smell actually not of a lip stain that I've tried before, but of a foundation that I've used before, the Holika Aqua Jelly, that stuff. This smells a lot like it. This is a little bit less shampoo smelling than that one, so it has less of a fresh scent and it's more on the fruity side, but it smells almost identical to that, which is a little strange, but doesn't seem to be, at least as of right now, it's not not dried down yet. We'll see after I go and do my hair and put on some mascara if things have gotten better. But yeah, there it is for now. Like I said, I'm gonna go do something with my hair, put on some mascara, and then I'll be back to check in with you all here in just a second on YouTube land. Ready? Ding! Alright, here we go, you guys. Here is the completed look. I think things look good, yeah? I feel like it definitely has that kind of a more, you know, Korean looking makeup look in that it is a brighter slash more poppy blush and then some shimmers on the lids and a deeper, I mean, it's not always a deep lip like this, but you know, like a matte stain lip kind of a look. My brows do feel a little crunchy, I'm not going to lie, but I do think the eyeshadows look really nice and shimmery and pretty. It looks like we've got a little bit of creasing going on underneath the eyes, but I do have very creasy under eyes, and it's not the worst I've ever seen. I think the highlight and blush look nice. And then although the lips did dry down and everything, they look nice, they feel nice. It isn't like a transfer proof kind of a formula, as you can see there. It does feel comfy enough for a matte product. It does feel like a matte product, but I don't think it tastes like anything, so that's good. And yeah, overall, I am not mad at my face today. So I think the things that I am most excited about are this concealer, the eyeshadow thing, and then the highlight. We will see how those do. We'll see how everything else does. I will eventually, I mean in this video, I will definitely test out the lip balm as well, see how that does, but I will just be doing my normal daily routine here. I will be checking in with you all periodically so you can see how things are hanging in, and then I will be seeing you all at the very end of the night for my very final check-in. So in any case, I'll see you all very soon here on YouTube land. Bye! Alright, hello everyone, good evening. It is the end of the night here. It is currently just a little bit after midnight, in the mid of the night. I need to go to bed. Sometimes I forget that sleep is a thing that I need to do until all of a sudden I'm like, I'm gonna pass out though. But good day! Got a lot of work done today. It was fun. I hung out with my mom, got errands run. I got a ton of cleaning done here. We're expecting snow this week here in Minnesota, so I got all my plants taken care of and brought in, and some of them I just had to get rid of them. They were on their last leg anyways. Or should I say, their last leaf, their last root. Either way. So this makeup. Let's take a closer look and talk about it, shall we? We will work our way from the top to the bottom. We've got brows, we've got lids. I think, you know, the brows definitely stayed. They are looking a little bit, you know, there's a couple of hairs out of place, but overall they still certainly have brow product in them. You can certainly see that the side with no primer didn't work so great, but the side with primer looks awesome. It looks like blush and highlighter both stayed on very nicely. The blush is still super pigmented and looks very, very blushy, so that is good. And the lip product is still there. I mean, it certainly has faded, as you can see, and it looks like it got a little bit kind of chunky in the corners. This is definitely not a transfer-proof lip formula. I don't think it claimed to be, but you can see. Yeah, maybe with the ring light, there we go. It certainly does transfer. I will say though, I am pleasantly surprised with the lip product, just in the sense that my lips hardly ever felt dry today. Like, barely, barely, barely. And if they did feel a little bit dry, it's just the kind of thing where you can lick your lips and you're totally fine then. And I was able to layer on top of it just fine. Didn't cause like chunkiness on my actual lips, just in the corners, like I said, where it was fading. I don't know, maybe I would try playing around with this as a stain type of thing. Certainly not the worst thing ever. The blush, like I kind of said during application, bit gimmicky for me. It did work. I just don't know that I would ever use it personally. Super cute though, and definitely has lasting power. So if this is more your kind of thing, you definitely might enjoy it. The highlighter is super duper up my alley. It is just that really nice natural soft glow that I love. So that's awesome. The brow product, it's a little crunchy, but honestly, I mean, I guess I wouldn't say yes or no to it. There are plenty of other brow products out there on the market that I would also use, but I wouldn't necessarily say are better. They're just as good. And then the eyeshadows, I do like them. I just think maybe I need to use a glitter primer because I do have so much glitter fallout underneath my eyes. And as you saw, it does need some kind of a primer, at least if you have oily skin like I do. Oh, and the concealers. I would certainly say that, you know, the peachy under eye concealer, I don't feel like it did very much for me. You guys can let me know in the comments down below if you saw a major difference, but I personally didn't think it did too much. The actual concealer though, oh yes, I think it looks fantastic, and it still looks fantastic. And I will pop in a Cassie of the future to show you the color changing lip balm here. I'm not going to test it tonight because I'm going to go to bed here, but you will be able to hear Cassie of the future. So please, future Cassie, take it away. But hello, Cassie from the past, is that you? Nice to hear from you again. It's Cassie from the future. So, it's been a day. I have been wearing this product for probably about 7 hours now. I will show you in the cutaways. By the way, this product equals not me just putting it at my cheeks, but I think you know from watching the video, it's about this color changing lip balm. I will be showing the cutaways here when I very first applied it. It's very pretty. Very nice packaging. There are different shade options that you can get. The one that I have here is number 3, Late Night, and I think it is beautiful. It does not have any sort of smell or taste as far as I can tell. It might have like the slightest scent of a glue stick with a hint of fruit punch, but it's very slight, very, very slight. Like you really have to be huffing on that to get any sort of a scent out of it. At least I think so, but it goes on very smoothly, very creamily. There is color pretty much straight away, and at least on my lips, it's like a hybrid between a bubblegum pink and a fuchsia, but more on the fuchsia side, I would say. It's pretty, it's an intense color. I would say it held up for that first round here when I got to the second check-in where I was going to reapply it. It had hung in for maybe like 3-ish hours at that point, and I think it touched up beautifully. You know, it leaves a nice stain on the lips, and then it layers on top of itself real nice, and again, you just get that nice semi-shiny balm type of a look to your lips. Very plush, very lovely feeling. It really does feel nice and moisturizing, and now that it's been about 4 hours after that application, here I am. Here are the results. I think you can see again that this is transfer free, but yeah, this is like, my lips are absolutely stained. I think they look good. They look nice and soft, and they feel moisturized. It definitely fades off or wears off very nicely. It's just a normal balm type of a fade feeling, but yet the color is consistent through and through, and I really think this looks really nice. Also, I did go ahead, I've already edited this video, and I will say, I know I wasn't very keen on the under eye concealer, the Catnap Concealer, but looking back, it looks like on video and in real life now, this second day, this next day later, I wore it again, tried it again. I really like that Catnap Concealer. So I gave a big thumbs up to the Catnap Concealer, the normal skin concealer, this lip balm, the highlight, and then possibly the eyeshadow. I still need to work on that one. But anyways, back to you, Cassie from the past. Take it away, wrap this video up. Wow, future Cassie, such great insight. Thank you for that. So, there you are, my friends, my casserole family. I hope you enjoyed seeing these Kaja. I'm probably still pronouncing it incorrectly, but this new line at Sephora, exclusive at Sephora. I hope you enjoyed seeing these things in action on my face. Let me know in the comments down below if you have tried anything from this line. Do you love the products? Do you hate them? Etc, etc. Do you just want to try them? I love hearing from you guys and getting a collective casserole of opinions down in the comments below. And yeah, if you are new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? I don't usually do 2 hands, but there you go, a special introductory welcome to you. You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye. I love the packaging. Hello. Do you really think they want to see your butt? Okay, I mean, if that's what you think. Oh, sweetie, you're so nice. What do you want? I already fed you.
Baggy pants and no sneakers. That was wild. I didn't know what to think about that. Didn't know what to think about that.